What is good, guys? It is your host, Mr. Ghost, with the Real Talk Podcast. Welcome back, everybody. In today's episode, we're going to be discussing the government shutdown. Who is truly to blame? We have the Democrats blaming the Republicans. Republicans are blaming the Democrats. Media is at an all-out blitz on this. So is social media. One side blaming the other. We're going to get to the facts of it and who is truly to blame. Or could it be both that are to blame? That is what we're going to be discussing. Before we dive into this, guys, please subscribe, hit the bell notification, hit that like button, and comment down below, guys, your take on this. Who do you blame? Do you blame the Democrats? Do you blame the Republicans? Or do you blame both? And by the way, did you know that Congress actually still gets paid during a government shutdown? That's a shocker. We'll be discussing this and giving you my concise on the entire thing. Let's dive into this. It's been nearly a month since our government shut down. And the only people that truly heard from this is the people themselves. Not Congress. They're mandated pays. So they get paid no matter what. Whether the government shut down or if it's working. They don't care because they're getting paid. You got to start questioning, who are you electing into Congress? Who are your elected officials? And why are they not doing the job that you pay them to do? The government is elected by the people, for the people. That is our guaranteed right under the Constitution. That's what makes this country so great, is that we elect our representatives to make decisions on our behalves. And we haven't had that in a very long time. And we have to truly look at the facts. Who is truly to blame? We have the Republicans telling us, hey, it's the Democrats. We got the Democrats telling us, it's the Republicans. The Republicans are telling us, well, they want an extra $1.5 trillion in spending. Democrats are saying it's for health care. There's been a media blitz from both sides. We are going to dive into this, and we're going to look into the facts. And I'll give you my resolution on how to fix this. And on top of that, I'll give you my concise at the end.
All right. Well, the government shutdown headed into a fourth week. Nearly 1.5 million federal workers not getting paid this weekend as lawmakers remain at a stalemate. Riley Moore joins me now, Republican congressman from West Virginia. You know, Congressman, we're scrolling. We just did all of these workers who are not getting paid. Military, not getting paid. Air traffic control, not getting paid. And when I look at the headlines out there, I saw one honest New York Times headline that Democrats stopped payment for essential workers this week. They had a chance to vote. Only 3 did, one of which was John Fetterman.
Yeah, that's right, Kaylee. And sorry, I thought you were going to play a clip right there. So
no, you're good.
Yes, they did. They voted down the paying of the essential workers here in the United States that you just laid out. They are very dug in, but specifically they're being led by Chuck Schumer, who is apparently their leader, but who is not leading in a manner that's the right course and pace for the country at all. And I really think he should step down as the minority leader in the Senate, because he's holding the country hostage because of his concern about a primary opponent, AOC, in 2028. So the whole country's being held hostage by another New Yorker. You were just talking about this. So another socialist in New York is literally holding the country hostage because Schumer is scared to run against her in 2028. That's what this all comes down to. And I do think eventually they're going to crack on this because they're starting to feel the pressure. And look, we're feeling it obviously here in West Virginia during the shutdown. The SNAP benefits, 1 in 6 West Virginians receive SNAP. I mean, it's something we are seriously concerned about. It's terrible what these Democrats are doing to hardworking families out here all over the country.
Perceives that the Democrats are responsible.
I mean, shutdowns are terrible. And of course, there will be families that are going to suffer. We take that responsibility very seriously, but it is one of the few leveraged times we have. It is an inflection point.
After watching those two videos, who do you think is truly responsible? Comment R down below if you think it's the Republicans. Give me your evidence and your facts. If you think it's the Democrats, comment D down below. Same thing, evidence and facts. Okay? I want no BS, no lies, no fake news. Give me the real deal, and we'll have an open debate. I personally believe it is the Democrats. And the reason is because they want an extra $1.5 trillion in the spending bill. And you have to look in what is in that $1.5 trillion. That has nothing to do with just the extension of the subsidies from the COVID when it comes to a little bit of a tax break for healthcare premiums. I'm all for that. I don't think somebody should be paying $1,000 a month for their healthcare premiums, okay? I think that's kind of ridiculous, especially when healthcare in America is very subpar of late. But Democrats definitely own this because we've watched time and time again over the past decade. They've been siding with lawlessness, with the illegal immigrants, very anti-American, very anti-Christian agenda. They are the party of abortion. They're the party of LGBT, ABC, the whole community. They're a party of the transgender movement. They want to ruin the fundamental cores of our society. And it's the far left. And Chuck Schumer owns this. And it is correct. He is scared of AOC because she's leading by double digits if she was to run for Senate. She's still weighing the options between Senate and presidency. I would recommend Senate because presidency is probably going to be a locked in. Not promising that, but the way things are looking, the way you guys are acting is going to be a locked in. But I want to show you guys some facts, some of my evidence. All right, so here we have from September 30th of 2025, a press release by the Appropriations House Committee. The House Appropriation Committee, if I said that correctly. Democrats are gambling with a shutdown and misleading the public by calling their $1.5 trillion spending spree a clean counter proposal. It's nothing more than a dirty counterfeit resolution. I get it. Continuing resolution and counterfeit resolution. I get it. Very cunning. That crams in partisan policy and extraneous provisions, while pushing the nation closer to a crisis and risking the FY26 appropriations progress. The American people deserve to know what is in a partisan grab bag. So, as I said, though, they're really trying to prevent 2026 being a successful year for Trump. But if you look in this is what they want. Free healthcare for illegals, electric vehicle access for HOV lanes. I had to go look that up, to be honest with you. I even forgot what the heck it was. It was something occupational vehicle where you have more than 2 passengers in a vehicle. Those type of lanes. I think that's kind of stupid. You know what I'm saying? They want really those on the side of a highway, maybe on a rest stop. Taxpayer-funded criminal defense. I didn't look too much into that one. I wonder what the heck that even means. Because I think most criminal defense, you can't afford an attorney. One is provided for you by the taxpayer. So not sure what the hell that means. Liberal news programs. You got to get enough of those. I mean, I think most of the news agencies out there are literally liberal. DEI projects in foreign countries. Don't know why we're meddling in foreign affairs. Or even more DEI BS. Don't understand that. And Biden administration grant policies in COVID era subsidies. That's where that healthcare provision comes in. So they want to restore taxpayer-funded free healthcare for illegal immigrants, props up liberals' news programs, prioritize electric vehicle access to HOV lanes regardless of vehicle occupancy, removes work requirements for able-bodied, non-working adults on taxpayer-funded health programs. Listen, if you're able to work, I believe the government should help you a little bit, but if you're making enough money to provide for yourself, provide for yourself. Resumes a DEI project in foreign countries. I don't know why they want to do that. Hands criminals over $1 billion for more taxpayer-funded defense. That I could agree with, but at the end of the day, they already get taxpayer-funded defense. They're probably doing that because there's a lot of criminals that are being wrapped up. repeals $150 billion in rural healthcare funding, hurting hospitals and clinics in vulnerable communities, reverses lawful executive actions made by the president, rescinds border security measures passed through the Working Families tax cuts, usurps the president's authority over emergency funds. That's unconstitutional. That'll create a constitutional crisis. Locks in Biden administration grant policies to direct contrast to President Trump's executive orders. Handcuffs the Trump's administration ability to make agile decisions. Burdens Trump administration officials with added bureaucracy meant to slow down progress. Includes a $1.5 trillion new spending for just a month of keeping the government funding extended. That is crazy, guys. And if you look at that vote, it was a 54 to 46, okay? They needed 6 more to vote yes. But we're making headway. We're at 55 now. And 45 saying no, with obviously Ron Paul doesn't surprise me. And these are all of the Republicans, with a few Democrats that have cited that they were going to go with the Republicans. Rightfully so, because they see the writing on the wall. And with them seeing the writing on the wall, they clearly know that they're not going to get that $1.5 trillion. They know for a fact this will destroy their political career. So it's good to see some backbone inside the Democratic Party. Because at the end of the day, you got to vote for what is right. Stand up for the American people. Vote yes to open the government. Even if it meant that we have to say, okay, you know what, listen. We will 100% agree to extending the tax cuts for premiums and health insurance, but nothing else is going to be touched. Will the Democrats do that? And then that recent vote had nothing to do with the entirety of the bill. That 55-45 had a lot to do with funding essential workers. Yeah, federal workers, military, VA, food stamps, all that. Democrats voted no. Besides 2 of them. I'm not shocked with it because they just don't care. They want to leverage this in order to get their agenda across. There's a way we can fix this, guys. Term limits is number one. We got to start having term limits. We can't have grandpas within the Congress no more because obviously they're damn senile and they're lunatics. They're like a bunch of damn dementia patients losing their damn minds. Not poking fun at people with dementia. I'm just saying. You know what I'm saying? They don't belong within Congress. They apparently don't look well. Okay? Second thing to handle this, get rid of the provision in the Constitution that makes our Congress members mandated pay. Make them work for their money. You want to be paid by us, the taxpayers? You work for the people, by the people. Do your damn job, we'll pay you. If you want to shut down the government, there goes your paycheck. We hurt, you hurt. But no, that won't happen that way, will it? Because at the end of the day, this is political theater. At the end of the day, this is all this is. One side has their agenda, one side has theirs. It's no longer the middle ground where what benefits the American people. And I'm hoping, and I'm praying to our Lord in heaven that he will convince some Democrats to side with this, get the government reopened, so we could literally get to some kind of agreement and we can continue his agenda on deporting the illegals and making America great again. With that being said, guys, I'm out for the evening. Have a good night, y'all. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the bell notification. I'll talk to you in the next episode.